sevens.
She's a 7.
You say you don't do sevens?
No.
Yeah, he doesn't
What
do
is that
7.
like? What does that mean?
You can't use 7 because
Yeah.
everybody wants to use 7. 0 to 10, you can't use 7. Now you gotta see why I don't use 7 because everybody wants to use 7 as a safe number.
Yup. Oh my god.
Okay.
Bro.
7.5.
No
version of a
a
7.
Okay, 8. Okay, 8.
Okay.
Today we're gonna react to Kevin Samuels telling this girl you're not an 8.
I got a fetish for cheese. I tell her you better believe who really ahead of the G.
So Kevin Samuels has been blowing up on IG, YouTube, and things like that because of some of the advice that he gives and the way he delivers it. Now, some of the advice that he does give, I do agree with, but the other, like, I just don't. I just can't see from his perspective. I just can't agree with it. But today we're gonna react to this video of him telling this girl that she's not an 8, and we'll see how it goes. Let's get into the reaction.
Creators know to actually ask people.
Hi.
Why she's so close to the camera?
Trying to get a name or get some views.
He's fly. He's
Hello.
always fly. Like,
How
I like
are
the
you?
suits and
You
everything.
might want to move your face back.
Facts. Move back a little bit. Gosh.
How are
Hello.
you?
I'm wonderful.
There we go.
Move back. Like, why is she so close?
So I am 28.
Just nice
I
teeth.
live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I guess I want to know why, what my stats are like.
Everyone wants to know their stats.
For what?
Yo, I don't know what it is. Like, he's just like, guys, like sometimes like the attitude he the attitude he gives off is like he doesn't care, but he says he cares, and it's just like sometimes conflicting to me.
What do you mean stats for what?
Because I want to be married or whatever. I want to be in a relationship.
I don't know. So far,
like
I'm sorry I'm pausing it, but so far, like her vibe is throwing me off a little bit. I don't know. Like, it's like she doesn't care either. Like, I want to be married or whatever. Like,
maybe I'm a little too picky.
Move back, bro. That thing is getting me. Move back. What is she like?
I don't know. I think
Are you being serious or are you trolling me?
No, I'm being very serious. I think I could be a little bit too picky, but I would like to.
What do you mean? Well, picky meaning what?
Facts.
I mean, I just want a guy that is successful.
What does that mean?
A provider, a leader, and But I feel like
I think, and the one thing I've like from watching his content, like the one thing that I've actually learned when women says like successful, like he's been asking them like, what does that mean? Like, put a value on it, and like it's like, oh, I don't know, 6 figures.
Do I have children? No, I don't.
You go to college?
I graduated. I have my bachelor's.
In what?
Psychology.
My cousin has a BA in psychology.
Do you want children?
A BS in psychology.
I do.
How many?
I would like, maybe like 2 or 3.
Okay. And do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with the first child?
I think
some of the questions that he asked, like, I'm like, I never thought of it, but I'm also fairly young, but some of the questions that he asked, like, it never even crossed my mind. Like this one right here, like asking a woman, like, do you want to pay significant bills? After you're pregnant or something, or while you're pregnant, or however he asked it, and like, never crossed my mind. Like, these are crazy. These are questions that, like, I guess they have to be asked.
I think working is normal. I don't have a problem working.
Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills?
Yes, again.
First child?
Yes.
Okay.
How much would you need to make in Atlanta to raise 3 children?
Yeah, I don't know if he's joking or should she be serious.
I think me and my husband would probably need like a combined income of like $150,000 a year.
Combined?
No. No.
Yeah, like even I was like, combined 150? I don't know, man. It seems kind of low.
3 children?
Well, okay. Well, let's say this
You're
progressively over
struggling.
time, because you're not just gonna have like 3 children all at once. So the idea is like by the third child, I think we should have built wealth to at least like 200,000 annually.
I mean, I don't even have kids, and I'm gonna have to disagree, like respectfully. Like, I feel like you need more. 200 combined income of 200,000 is just not, with 3 kids, I don't think is enough in my perspective. But again, what do I like? To each their own. But I don't think that's enough.
I think that's reasonable.
Man, that's closer to 350,000.
Yeah.
3 kids.
Oh.
Yeah, up there.
Okay,
Yep.
that's fair.
He's looking at her like, yo, you are crazy.
Psychology. How much are you gonna make of that?
So currently I make like right around like 80,000 a year. And the idea, I actually am currently working towards like building my income substantially. So
what does that mean? Substantially, like be concrete. Put values. Like I'm looking to building my income to this. Like be concrete, because substantially could be anything. You can move it up to 85. Like you can move it up to 81. Like that. I mean, substantial. Like be specific.
Hopefully,
but after you're married, pregnant, having kids, you're not going to be working full time.
Yeah. So the idea is that
you're not going to be working full time.
She's making a lot of she's making a lot of facial expressions. Like, I don't understand. Like, first of all, move back. That's the first thing. Second of all, what is all this rolling your eyes and like all this thing with your mouth? Like, just chill.
And the idea is always to somehow become phantom rich before you start having babies. That's not how life works.
Yeah.
Okay.
You work and you live.
So you're saying I need more money?
Do you have?
I have like 15,000 in loans.
Well, consumer debt.
I don't have
15,000. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I'm 5'3".
Dress size.
I'm like a 4.
See, like I've noticed that about his content. He asks girls like their height, their weight, their dress size, like, and I guess I understand it. He's trying to get a picture of what their physical appearance looks like. But like everyone, I don't know. Like I personally disagree with that. Like, I don't really know why that is needed. Like, yes, appearance, the way you look matters, obviously, but I don't really understand why he asked that. In my opinion, personally, I mean, yo, why they just looking at each other?
4 or 5.
You mind back in the camera?
Yes, bro.
My face looks a lot heavier. I hold a lot of weight in my face, but I'm petite.
There are some women that's true though. Like, there are some women that like they might be petite, but like they do hold a lot of weight in their face or whatever. I do agree with that, but I don't know. But she's like, we don't know, because she's like she's showing the camera her face, like she's just like literally jamming her face in the camera. Move back, like.
Do that so we can see up and down.
She won't do it.
Well, I don't really have like real clothes on right now. I kind of have. I recently had surgery, petite. So I have like
What kind of surgery?
I don't want to blast myself. You got like 6,000.
Okay. How much? What's the most you've ever weighed?
Share.
What's the most you've ever weighed?
150 pounds.
Yo, look at, yeah, bro. I've been noticing the same thing. Like, she's like looking everywhere, faces in the camera, looking everywhere. Like, even I'm getting annoyed. Like,
yeah, you look much bigger than your dress size.
Dang. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I don't even know anything about dress sizes, all that stuff, bro. I don't know. So I don't know if you're 6'8" or whatever, 10.
I'm not.
Is it waist? Like, they measure it by your waist.
No, I'm not.
But you're still talking about. I said okay, but I'm still saying you're still talking about a man in the top 8% of earners. Top 8% of earners.
Yeah, the silence is killing me. Like, where they just like he says something and she just looks at him like, I guess. Like, I don't know, her vibe, even from initially, her vibe was killing me.
So okay, so I listened to your live with like the last lady, and I felt like you were like, okay, you're 44. So I guess my question to you is for like a woman in her mid-20s, just an average woman, like what should be the goal? Because honestly, I feel like,
I need you to
hearing
stand still. I need you to stay still in one place. People are
Oh,
watching.
and another thing is like, I've noticed like some of his, again, like I said before, like I watched some of his content, and he doesn't like to be cut off. Like sometimes he like goes off on these tangents, and sometimes like he doesn't answer the question. To me, he doesn't answer the question. But like he thinks he's like, sometimes he just, I guess he gets too much in his head that he doesn't like actually provide value. And like, I mean, that's, again, he's built his platform, and maybe his personality, but like he's built his platform to help people. So like sometimes you have to remove yourself, you have to get out of your head and like actually try to help people, and like not kind of think it's all about you.
Watching this.
Oh, sorry. Like, because I mean, especially here in Atlanta, I feel like
Hold on, let me ask you a question. An average woman.
You see, like,
What'd your father do for a living?
yeah, like he'll do that. Like he doesn't like to be cut off, and then like someone will start saying something, or like they'll start saying something, and then he'll just bring up something completely different, like confusing you. Like, and he does that all the time. Like you're saying something, and then he cut you off. But if you do the same thing to him again, and he doesn't like it, but he has that leverage to say, "This is my platform," and he's right. But it's like, yo, like, be fair at least. Like, come on.
My father, he's a professor. He's a chairman at a university, and my mom's a pharmacist.
He's probably making like 200 or something.
Okay, they're above
Pretty good,
average.
like 250 or something.
But they went to college. But I mean, average people get average people.
Yeah.
What's the average black man making in this country?
You said 50,000.
Like 50, 45, something like that.
Well, actually, it's 42, but 50 is still. I mean, how old are you again?
28.
Have you ever dated a man making $150,000 a year?
I have.
She proud of that. You see how Yeah, I did it before. Like shit.
How long ago was that?
I mean, most of them.
Hold on. When I say date, I mean,
What is up with her faces? Like, what? Why is she like? I mean, I don't know who she is, and like, no disrespect, but why is she like this? Like, why is she making all these? That, like, honestly, like, if I'm talking to you, you're making all these faces. Like, nah, I'm gonna just stop talking, because like, I'm like, you're not taking me seriously, and I'm definitely not gonna take you serious. Come on.
Did you roll your eyes?
You said what?
Yeah, like
Did
she
you roll
just
your
did.
eyes?
Yes.
No. That was, I was thinking. I was
Okay.
like thinking.
Okay.
No,
when I
she
say
was
date, I
not,
mean,
bro.
y'all were Facebook. This is my man. He's claiming you. I'm not talking about he's got another girlfriend. Y'all monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever dated a man making that kind of money?
Yeah, the last guy I dated.
How long did you guys date?
We were friends for a while. And
How long did you date? Oh, that's yeah. No, like, yo, people that know me like know this about me. Like, I don't like, hate's a strong word, but I really don't like when people do that. Like, and it's because of my upbringing. But like, yo, if I ask you a question, I asked you the question for a reason. Like, I don't want I don't want like a little story behind. Like, I don't want something else. Don't answer another question. I asked you this specific question. How long did you guys date? She's giving me another answer. I don't need to know like
for like a
friends.
year.
He's gonna ask again.
All right. And why didn't that go anywhere?
He I think because of his earning potential, he got like, I feel like, so he was like a plastic surgeon, and
he's about to
I
make
feel
chicken.
like so we started dating when he entered residency, and like I just feel like he got big headed. Like, he realized like all the women that were chasing him, and he's like,
No.
Nah, I don't know what he's about to say, but let me just interject to say this. Like, I've had this conversation with many of my people that are close to me and stuff like that, many of my bros, And I do agree. Like I think like and this is like I think the more money you make, some people, the more money that they make, like the more I don't want to say conceited, but they just get into themselves and like they forget that they they were once at a specific place. And I don't know this whoever she's talking about, but like that does happen. That does happen. So like if he's probably making chicken and maybe seeing different things in life and feeling like I don't need this girl, something like that, and like that's not true, bro. I mean, you got to remember where where you started. Come on,
No,
you can't be like that.
No, no,
I guess
no. Listen, okay, listen. Excuse me.
we had a difference in value.
What's that mean?
Well, not really, because you're talking about the way he started looking at his potential, the same way you rolled your eyes and I said, "Man, black man make 40,000."
No. Like so he started saying like he wants to have like a polygamous family.
Oh,
And he don't believe in like he just the things he
And if that's what he wants, he can get it.
and he can. I
Right.
believe he can.
Because why? Because he's in the top 8% of black men and top earners. And
you see what I'm saying? Look at her face. Why is she doing all this stuff? Like, why?
You gotta rank yourself.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. He does these ranks. Like he says, rank yourself from 1 through 10. You can't use 7.
What do you rank yourself?
I mean I think I'm like a a 7.
I don't know. Yeah, she uses 7. Everyone's gonna do that. Like I mean, if you're confident, like you're gonna be like, oh, I'm an 8, I'm a 9, or whatever. But like he puts it into perspective. I think he says like Halle Berry's like a 10 or whatever, stuff like that. But most people like just like if they're still working on themselves, they might put themselves in that 7 range just to be like, I'm not ugly, but I don't like maybe I'm not like the most attractive or whatever. So I'm like 7 is like average, considered average. And then he just takes that out of this perspective. So you're either here or you're here. Like you're either, below here. Oh man, she's a 7.
You say you don't do 7s?
No.
Yeah, he's a
What is that
7.
like? What does that mean?
You can't rate. You can't use 7 because everybody wants to use 7. 0 to 10, you can't use 7. Now you gotta see why I don't use 7 because everybody wants to use 7 as a safe number.
Yup. Oh my god.
Okay.
Bro.
7.5.
No
version of a 7.
Okay, 8. Okay, 8.
Okay.
She's at an 8.
Right,
Oh my god.
Now, I'm gonna say something, okay?
Oh my
Maybe
god.
that's just expressive, but if you're doing all that shit with your face, I'm gonna tell you to get up off my phone.
Yes.
That's not cool, young lady.
Like, what is the need for all that? Like, I don't get it. What's the need for all the faces?
Again,
I'm just an expressive person. It's not disrespect.
If
yeah, it is.
I'm
Yeah,
very.
you wouldn't do this shit in church or in the college class.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, you asked me for my professional advice, so can you respect the
what does he do? What is his profession? I don't know. What does he do? Let me know in the comments. Is he
Sure
like?
can.
Is he like like a I don't know, relationship coach or something? Like I don't know.
Thank you. An 8. You give yourself an 8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who else would you rank in the 8 category as far as like famous people, musicians, movie stars, that kind of stuff?
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I wonder how like he categorizes his ranking system. Is it based on like resources, like the resources the person has with looks, or like is it just like what is it? Is it just looks, or is it a combination of both? The amount of resources that you have attached to your looks, because there are a lot of like there are a lot of rappers or athletes that like in my book they might not be up there like ranking wise, but they have a lot of resources. So would they be considered a high value man, like, or would they be considered the 8s or 9s? I don't know. Let me know.
a 8 as a famous person,
Mm-hmm.
like in like a ratio, like
What?
not
No, like Beyonce's an 8.
no, Beyonce's not an 8.
Who's the image consultant in real life?
Oh, okay, so you think Beyonce's an 8? I think Beyonce's a 10.
No, she's not.
Okay.
But these rating systems as well, like I think I think people need to also take it with a grain of salt. These are all subjective. Like this is his opinion. Like just because like she thinks that Beyonce is a 10. He thinks that she's an 8. That's his opinion. It's not factual. Like his base is based on his own view of life or his view of her. Like but it seems like the people that come to his show, the people the women that come and see it. Not I don't know. I mean I haven't watched all of it, but from the little bit that I've watched, it seems like they just take it as fact. Like oh because he said that Beyonce is an 8 means she is an 8. No, like that's not true.
Beyonce is an 8. Kelly Rowland would be a 9.
Kelly Rowland is
And
not a
Rihanna,
9.
her big forehead would be a 10.
No, Rihanna's not a 10. You see, like, let's just no, flip it. I would literally in my own book, no, his scaling wrong. Rihanna is an 8. I don't even know why did he even put Kelly Rowland? I don't even know. I think I know who she is, but I can't really picture what she looks like. But I don't even put Kelly Rowland there. And then you could put Halle Berry up there, like, and there's some other like pretty like there are also women that have like a lot of resources and are fairly pretty. I think I've seen one of his things. I think he says like Halle Berry's like she's up there. Maybe I'll put Halle Berry at 9. I'll put Beyonce as a 10 too, like personally.
So by giving yourself an 8,
Nah.
you put yourself in the category with Beyonce.
But he's also older, so it's different. But he's tripping.
So I'm not an 8.
Category with Beyonce.
I mean, no.
Stop all the
That's one of
faces.
the major issues. You ladies don't know how to rank yourself. So when somebody like myself comes along with some truth, most people in my profession will give Beyonce an 8.
Again, like perspective, like, and it's like this ranking thing is all like it's your opinion, like it's your opinion. So I don't really think it's really like the rating system. Let's not use it as like like something that's like actually like definitive. Come on, like it changes from people to people. Whoever you ask is going to change, and there's no way of actually like having a good ranking system. Even if you take a pool of different individuals and ask them who do they think where do they rank these different individuals, because it can change from people to people. It can change from generation to generation. So let's just scrap all that ranking stuff. You think whatever you think is you think someone's attractive, you think they're attractive, you're gonna rate them. One person might think they're attractive, another person might think they're trash. It's just what it is.
And many black women will give her a 10 because guys want to give yourself higher numbers. So are you in her category or not in her category?
Nah, I'm not Beyonce.
I mean, we're talking about just from the face.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then what? Then
And Beyonce's
give
8.
yourself if understand Beyonce is an 8.
Okay, maybe I'm like a 6.
Which is close.
I'm not gonna rate her. Like I'm not even gonna rate her because I don't want to be disrespectful and all that. You feel me? So I'm just gonna. She feels a 6.
Because by giving yourself an 8, you automatically put yourself in the pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous of all women across the world. And I'm sorry, at 28 years old, your lived life has told you that you're likely not there.
Mm.
Not in the comment section. Are you reading the comments?
You said what?
I said, were you reading the comments?
I haven't really seen any of the comments.
Okay, good.
What they
So ultimately, what I'm trying to get you to understand is, you carry.
Bro, she's annoying me, bro. Like, look at where she's looking right now. She says I haven't really looked at any of the comments, but look at where her eyes are. Like, Look at what she's looking. She's looking at the comments. Come on, bro.
Comment section. You carry your weight in your face.
Okay.
And you said that you've recently had surgery, so that typically means stuff like.
Oh my gosh, this is on my page.
No, it's not. It's on my page.
What's she talking about?
Okay.
This is showing up on my page. Awkward as hell.
What is she talking about? What is she talking about? He's giving you advice. Oh no, that whoever the like she said she was dating. I think she said a doctor, plastic surgeon, or whoever she was dating, and she said that he left her or they broke up because he started seeing the amount, like how much he can make, or the lifestyle he can live or whatever. Bro, how can you deal with there has to be more to that story. I don't believe it, bro. Look at she's getting her advice and she's not even listening. Like she's disregarding what this guy is saying to look at the comments and whatever she's doing on her phone. Like annoying.
Well, life is life. And I haven't been, here's the thing though, man. Whoever you are on here, live stream or wherever, that's who you are in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're wanting a man who's going to be in the top earners of black men,
Mm-hmm.
that's an extremely competitive place to be. I said that's 2% of men.
But what if your goal, I don't think income is really one of the first things I look at when it
That's
comes
a lie. Okay. First things, no. Like the first thing I think a woman, obviously everyone sees is the way you look, right? You have to look a certain way, and then to attract whichever woman you want to attract, So that's the first thing. I agree, but let's not sit here and cap and say that if you don't you're not making a certain amount of money, or you don't have plans or you aspirations, or to make a certain amount of money, you're gonna keep a specific woman. It won't happen. Like, come on, let's be honest.
Oh man.
But
let me know in the comments what you guys think. Because I personally obviously they're outliers in anything. They're outliers. So this does not apply. What I just said does not apply to all women. There's some women that won't care about these stuff, but we're talking about the majority, right? We're not talking about these outliers. We're talking about the majority. The majority you won't keep if you don't meet a specific, if they don't feel like you can take care of them. Come on, let's be honest.
it is a factor based upon what you want as far as an outcome.
Yes.
The amount of you want 2 to 3 children. Are you content with having to share a car? Are you content with having to drive something like?
Not talk about share a car. Let's share a car. Are you content with paying for all the bills? Come on. Let's not. And look at the faces, bro. Look. Oh my god, bro. This girl.
Oh, I don't know.
This girl.
I
don't even know if she's only gonna
$20,000 car. Are you content with driving a $20,000 car? Listen, for the rest of your life. Are you content in living in an $80,000, $90,000 home, East Point?
$20,000 car, not all of them are bad, I don't think. But again, this goes with the type of lifestyle you want. Some of the times, people have those $20,000 cars as a stepping stone. It shows progression. You can, 1 year you can have a $20,000 car, and then 5 years from now you can have a $40,000 car. Everything is progression. But again, in our day and age, people want this, an instant kind of success story, instant. Everything they want instant, and it's because of social media and the internet nowadays. You can get anything basically with a little search or whatever. Everything's really at your fingertips. So people want the same thing in life, and sometimes to get specific places in life, it takes time. To get to these levels that some of these men already are, it takes time. Yes, again, like I said previously, you have outliers. You have outliers. You have the people that they start something and then boom, they just instant success. But for the majority of people, that's not the case.
Point, Decatur, College Park. most people don't earn
Bro.
college money. Most people are normal people.
No, he has a lot of patience because he's like, and I can see like he's trying to help because like she's doing all the things that he told her to stop doing, and like he's like, you can see whenever he pauses, he's like taking a little deep breath to kind of like, you know, calm himself down a little bit because she's not listening like at all.
See, now shit gets real because you start to backpedaling, but it's
I
like,
mean,
well, no.
I
The
just
reality
I feel like
is you want a lifestyle of a white collar middle class to upper middle class person, because that's what your mother and father sound like they had, pharmacist and
I-
professor. You're breaking up.
I believe that my parents
I think she says she wants a comfortable lifestyle.
worked hard and they afforded a pretty decent life for me, and they came here as immigrants and they weren't rich. So the idea that I have to
All right, but the difference is you're not them. You were born with Western sensibilities.
Well, I wasn't born here in America. I was born in Nigeria.
Western sensibility. Okay. Western sensibilities. Man.
But what I'm saying is
Okay. All right. Listen.
It's getting a little sick.
Where do you live?
I live in Atlanta, Georgia, but
You live with your parents?
Yes. I live with my parents
How old is she?
to save money to build my business.
What business?
Okay. Have you ever lived on your own?
Yes, I did.
All right. So you live with your parents to build.
I don't know, for me, like when I was in college, like as soon as I had a goal for myself, like as soon as I graduated, I was gonna be out. Like there was no staying at my, you know, like, and I could have stayed at my you know, my dad's house or whatever, like fine, but no, I had to be out. Like, so it's been out the crib for the longest now, so. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I won't say too much towards that, but
build your business.
how can you, like? I don't feel like you can't really have a serious relationship if you know you don't. I feel like if you don't have a place, you know, to your own, because like it won't go anywhere. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. You can't really start having serious relationships until, you know, you have a space of your own.
If somebody's making $80,000, you would be okay with the man making.
So like, I don't know, like I feel like she should just like work on, like, you know, she should just focus on working on her business, you know, getting it up the ground and getting it, you know, functioning and everything. Obviously, I think she's also working a full-time job, so just focus on those two, and then everything else will fall in place. Don't rush it. Like, just focus on, just get those things, you know, accomplished first. But again, it's also different for women, like as well, because, you know, they might want to have kids at a specific time, so that's why, you know, everything's a rush. So I also understand that.
What you're making.
I would be okay with a man making half of what I'm making if he had a plan and a business.
See, guys,
but what if he didn't have a plan? Would you still take him? That's a question. I wonder what he says.
Comes down to, I'd accept it as long as he had ambition. See, this always comes down. Listen, no. We know where this goes, man. Something's wrong with your speaker.
Yeah,
No.
keep cutting out.
The average black man in this country earns $42,000.
Is that a fact? I gotta.
There's no more ambition.
Like, I thought it's going up. Like, but
no money tree. There's no side hustle. That's what the French toast they earn. Half
French
of the
toast.
men earn that.
yeah.
I mean, but
Can you
what
listen and understand that?
I do understand. I completely
All right.
understand.
And then the men that earn more than that want a hell of a lot more, like your ex-boyfriend who told you, "Oh, I'm an above average earner."
That's true. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that is true. Like, if you have goals for yourself, right? You attain these goals. You're gonna naturally, like, I can only speak for myself. Naturally, you're gonna set bigger goals. Like you're gonna, like, as soon as you hit the goal, you're gonna move the goalpost. Like, you're gonna set, and like, there's just that chase of, like, you know, trying to trying to reach your goal, like that whole process of like trying to get your goal and looking back at it, like looking back at like the work that you've done to achieve it, it's like very like fulfilling. Like, so he's right. Like the more that certain men make, like money wise or whatever, like whatever goal they have set, the more that they achieve, the more they want. It's true.
I'm going to go get the moon and the stars because most guys earn less than me.
Okay, so then can I ask you a
listen,
Dang.
the men that you want, the income, the lifestyle, no matter how you want to slice it, how you want to pretty it up. This is not my first rodeo. Please stop looking in the comment section. Look ahead and think.
Oh, sorry.
When you're looking down there, it looks like you're not looking here. When you're at the end of the day, man,
she can't help it. Look, she cannot help it. Look. She's still looking down in the comments, bro. She cannot help it. She like, why did she even call, bro? Like, why did you even call? Like, if I'm calling, if not calling, whatever, I think it's live. If I'm requesting to join someone's live to get advice, like, I'm gonna listen. Like, regardless if I agree with it or not, like, I'm going to listen. Like, and I think that's a lot of people sometimes, like, they because you have your own mindset or whatever, like, you refuse to listen to someone else. Like, sometimes there's gems in specific advice. Maybe everything isn't like, you don't have to take everything, but you might take a small part of it. But you're gonna miss that small part if you're disregarding everything because one thing hit you wrong. And that's why even though like a lot of like his content, like I don't agree with the delivery, like, and some of the things I don't agree with, but I try my best not to disregard his whole channel, like his whole goal. So by just like, I just started looking at more, and I was like, okay, like there's some stuff in here like that you can use to improve your life. Not everything, you can't take everything, but there's some stuff that like I agree with, and like I think people can learn from. But she's like this. It's like she's not even listening to. I don't even know why she joined.
Pretty it up, but you want a certain kind of lifestyle. It's a white collar lifestyle.
Look, she's still reading, bro. She's annoying. Look. Right. Like everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Like when you're not listening and you just want to make people feel like you're listening, you just nod your head. Like she's not listening.
Right.
So let me ask you this. Can I ask a question? If that's okay. Can I?
She's not listening.
So for women who have realistic goals, who maybe, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it okay to want a man that has a average earning potential and you guys are able to build?
Average is 42,000, right? So okay.
To have more in the future.
And you want to build with him. So he has an average earning potential. He's at 42,000. I don't know. I actually don't know the value. I thought it was like in the $50,000 range. But okay, boom, 42,000, and you want to build with him. What if he doesn't want to build? Like, they're not every man is not all men. Like, men are ambitious. Like, what if he doesn't want to build?
Like I feel like you kind of. I feel like sometimes you kind of discuss.
No. You're not the builder. That's why I stopped you. No. You roll your eyes one more time, and I'm going to hang this shit up. I don't do that.
You say? I thought he was about to say, I'm about to smack you. I'm about to smack you. I thought he was about to say that.
Okay.
He was about to say that.
What's wrong with you? But you know what I do know? Is this how you act on the phone? You are a trip in a relationship.
Oh my goodness! I could even yo.
And I've tried to be really nice to you.
Yo, look at this, bro. Look at what is she doing? Like, gosh, bro.
For acting the way you do, bucking your eyes and shit.
Facts.
This is live. People are looking.
Okay, so I'm gonna get off live because I feel like you're being a little outrageous. But thank you so much.
Yeah, I was about to say outrageous.
Yo,
I was about to say, like, she's being crazy, but like, she's being crazy, but this is gonna be the end of the video, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Vaughn, and I'm out.